Duncan, Mr. President, good to see you.
Come in, have a seat.
I, as Speaker of the House, am here to speak with you about a new bill that may pass.
Oh, now this is news.
Yes, as a direct result of General MacDonald's treachery, we want to crack down on any possible accomplices.
Ah, yes. I agree, of course. Do you have any suspects?
Formally, no. But I must say, I don't trust Macbeth. He is a bit too involved in this case for a vice president, if you know what I mean.
Nonsense.
Mr. President!
Why do you barge in here uninvited? As president, I have much to do.
Of course, Mr. President. This is urgent. I bring news from the battle with the traitor MacDonald.
Is that so? Proceed.
Thank you, Mr. President, sir. The battle was well in our favor at first, and one would probably have called it won. But then treacherous MacDonald received reinforcements from Mexico, a group of guerrilla fighters, and skilled at what they do.
What happened?
They began to advance in our army. We began to retreat. But then Macbeth, brave Macbeth, launched a counterattack on the opposing army, along with a couple courageous soldiers. Macbeth almost single-handedly took down the army, I dare say. He may have saved our forces from annihilation.
Valiant warrior. But how did he enter the battle in the first place? As vice president, he was obligated to oversee the battle, not engage in it.
That he did, sir, until we began to retreat.
Malcolm, escort this man to the infirmary. He is in urgent need of care. We will resume our talks later.
So, how did the president react when you told him of the new bill?
Well, fellow House of Representatives member Banquo, he liked the concept. I couldn't tell him the details because a sergeant burst in with news from the battle soon after we sat down.
Oh, is that so? What did he say?
He spoke of you, Macbeth. He spoke of your bravery, although from what I heard, I'd call it recklessness. You made quite an impression on him.
Well, we've been friends for a while now. He did choose me as his running mate when he ran for office. I dare say he expected me to become evolved.
Maybe to an extent, but this?
Well, I'd assume this just reinforces our reasons for the new bill. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes, I suppose so. Oh, I must leave now. I have an important meeting with some senators in half an hour. I expect I will see you both during the president's speech tomorrow.
Of course.
Definitely.
Well, I'll see you both then.
You will one day be vice president. Well, that's already true.
Well, at least the fortune's accurate.
Yes, I suppose so. You will one day be general. Well, MacDonald was a general, and he is still alive. Just imprisoned. But I doubt Duncan would bestow such a weighty role on his vice president. You will one day be a president. Now that's an interesting fortune.
Now, Macbeth, don't go do anything rash now. Why don't we wait and see what Duncan does with the role of general first, alright?
All right.
Well, I should be going now as well. I promised my wife I'd be home early tonight to spend time with my son, Fleance.
Duncan, what a pleasant surprise. Come in.
Yes, I have some important news that I think you might enjoy. Come, let's chat a while. I have heard of your brave deeds in the field today, and I commend you for them.
Thank you.
But there's still the problem of what to do with the role of general. I sent you out there today as the type of general who stays out of the action, but now I see that you can hold your own in the field as well.
Are you suggesting?
Yes, Macbeth, I'm promoting you to the role of general as well as vice president.
I don't know what to say.
I know this must be a huge deal for you.
I couldn't help overhearing your conversation in the next room, and I think the least we can do for you is have you stay the night.
That would be wonderful. Thank you.
It's the least we can do. There's an extra room upstairs. Would you like me to show you it?
Thank you, but I can find it on my own.
My wife. Today at dinner, I opened 3 fortune cookies. One said that I would be vice president. The second said I would be general, and the third said I would be president. 2 of these have already come true. I know this seems a little far-fetched, but I want to know your opinion about this.
I say these cookies are your future. Now, let us talk more in private. Follow me. Duncan will be staying the night, in complete trust of us. You must kill him tonight.
Kill him! My friend! My accomplice!
The only thing that stands between you and presidency. You must know the rewards that come with being president. The money, the power, the resources! If you loved me, you would not hesitate.
Alright, I'll kill him! I'll fetch my pistol and kill him at the dead of night!
Soon, I will be the first lady. I will have power, wealth, authority, anything my heart desires. Duncan, do not make a sound. Macbeth, be swift.
Who goes there?
Friend or foe?
What is that?
I'll go find out.
I'm warning you.
What one?
You should have brought better bodyguards.
Hello, I am here to pick up President Duncan. We have an urgent meeting to resume, of which I am sure you have heard.
Of course. Please come in. Your guest is upstairs.
What happened here?
I don't know.
Macbeth, come quick! Look!
King Duncan's dead.
Incompetent guards. The murderers must have come through that window.
Or he killed him.
Liar! Traitor! Double crosser! Madame must leave now. I fear the guards are not guilty of this crime. I will flee to Canada, and I will speak with General Macduff. Macbeth, what have you done?
Is this a dagger which I see before me? No. A bat. No. A pistol. Yes. A pistol. I cannot grasp it. Is this a man? A man who grasps the pistol. And he aims at me. Banquo! Finally, we have some important business of which to speak. Come, follow me outside in a more private setting. So, I heard of your recent plight. I heard things have been getting worse lately.
Yes, they have.
And I believe you understand that this is directly related to Banquo.
Of course.
Thus, we have agreed you shall dispose of Banquo. You will receive a significant monetary reward. Of course, I have my motives for this, but you need not know of them.
Agreed. And the means?
I don't care. Shoot him, but leave no trail of evidence whatsoever. I shall pay you cheaply to dispose of Fleance as well. Banquo has already contaminated him, and thus his assassination is of equal, if not more important than Banquo's.
It shall be done.
We are gathered here today with a bittersweet feeling. Bitter for the death of my good friend Duncan, sweet for the start of my presidency, and also sweet to celebrate Banquo's promotion to Speaker of the House after Malcolm's leaving, which is still unexplained even to me. It is a pity Banquo could not be here tonight. To Banquo!
To Banquo!
Dessert will be out momentarily. I will go check on the preparations.
Banquo is dead.
Wonderful job. And Fleance?
He escaped in the commotion.
Fleance is alive!
Yes.
Macbeth, have a seat.
The table's full.
No, there's an empty seat right there.
No, there's Banquo! Which one of you has done this?
Done what, Mr. President?
You know what? You murderous, thieving!
Macbeth! What has gotten into you?
Rise. Mr. President is not well.
Sit down, my friends. Macbeth is often like this and has been since his youth. And if you pretend not to notice, the fit will soon pass.
Why do you mock me with your presence here tonight? What do you say to that? Nothing? If you can nod, speak too! If our graves and tombs will send back those who have been buried before, we'd better feed our corpses to vultures.
These fits, these starts, these fake fears would better suit an old wife's tale at a winterside. Shame on you. Why do you bewilder our guests like this? You are only looking at a chair.
I know I saw him! Blood has been shed, murder is committed. But now, men rise again from their graves, with 20 fatal gashes in their heads. This is stranger than murder.
Macbeth, the banquet.
Get out of my sight! Get back to your grave! Your blood is cold! You cannot see through those eyes. Your bones are marrowless. Be gone!
I think we should leave Mr. President for tonight. I hope he gets better.
Now do you see what you have done? Driven away all the guests who have come for this joyous event.
Beware the Canadian general. Interesting. No man of a woman born shall harm Macbeth. Well, then I shall live out my days in peace. Wonderful. Macbeth shall not be overthrown until a house speaks to him. Well, that will certainly never happen. I will be president until my death.
Macduff, I've been looking for you.
What brings you here so far from home?
Have you not heard of the recent strife in America?
Briefly, but I did not think that it would affect you.
Well, it has, and I would like to ask a favor of you.
And what would that be?
Gather a force of your best men. Then, you and I will lead a rebel force on President Macbeth. He must be removed from power. The country is in chaos.
Well, I would like to help you. And I will speak with the Canadian president on this matter immediately.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Now I must go.
I tell you, Doctor, she's been walking in her sleep.
I've watched her for 2 nights. I've seen nothing of the sort. unusual, unnatural. Has she spoken in this state?
Yes, but nothing I could comprehend.
Does she do this hand washing often?
She could go on for 15 minutes at least,
Her eyes are open.
but she cannot see through them.
Oh, Spot. Oh, cursed Spot. Time to go. Control yourself, husband. Who would have thought the old man had so much blood in him? The smell of blood is too thick. No perfume can eradicate this odor.
She is heavily burdened.
Wash your hands. Don't look so pale. Again, the ankle is buried and cannot rise.
So that's it. This disease is beyond my skill. Yet I have known sleepwalkers to die in their beds.
To bed, to bed. What's done cannot be undone. To bed, to bed.
Will she go to bed now?
Right away.
Vile rumors have been spread, and their truth is confirmed here. Unnatural deeds bring unnatural troubles, and disturbed minds must confine their secrets to someone. She needs a priest more than a doctor. She has amazed and confounded me. I have suspicions which are most likely based in truth, but I dare not speak them. Good night.
What news?
The President has agreed to help, so we shall gather troops as fast as possible. We will travel at noon and attack 2 nights after.
Excellent. And the weaponry?
We will have guns and bulletproof vests. We also may call on an airstrike if necessary.
Have your squad ready to meet me an hour before the battle. We must speak beforehand.
Hello? Who is it?
The house! It's talking! I still can't be killed by one of a woman born.
Ah, Macbeth, welcome. I have some important news to share.
Oh, and what would that be?
An army approaches.
What? Who dares threaten the president?
Canadian General Macduff and former Speaker of the House, Malcolm.
Malcolm, how dare he turn on his own government? Assemble the troops. We are prepared for war at once.
Wait, Macbeth! I have heard of his fortunes. Macduff is not of woman born. He was ripped from his mother's womb before his time. Macbeth!
Ah, wonderful. Everyone's here. The first charge will be led by Macduff, the second by myself. This half was Macduff, this half was myself.
My group, we will leave immediately, and then Malcolm's group will follow after a quarter of an hour.
Sir, yes, sir! Make all our trumpets speak. Give them all breath. Those clamorous harbingers of blood and death.
Let's go!
No mercy!
Sir, yes, sir!
Young Seaward's dead! Bava! Park! Escort young Seaward to the infirmary!
Sir, yes, sir!
The rest of the soldiers, in pursuit! Greetings. As you may know, there have been some recent disputes in the upper echelons of our government. I can assure you that these were only minor disputes, and there's nothing to worry about. I know it may be alarming to have so many changes in presidency so quickly. However, I assure you that there is no need for anxiety. Our country's government is now as stable as ever. Finally, I would like to thank you for your support of our government. This transition will be made easiest by your cooperation.